Hi friends, my name is Dawn Piccoli and I'm really excited to tell you about Plexus and how Plexus worked for me. Before, I suffered from social anxiety, endometriosis, PCOS, irregular menstrual cycles, allergies, migraines, swelling of joints and stomach, and Hashimoto's and more. Every time I turned around, if somebody was sick, I was getting sick. Before getting pregnant, I changed my diet. I wanted to be healthy. I wanted my baby to have the best nutrients. So I started eating whole foods. After giving birth, I was in a lot of pain in my lower ab due to the endometriosis and the C-section. They had me on painkillers, heavy painkillers, for over 7 months. Until I decided to wean myself off because I was just too fuzzy in the head. And then at that point, it was hard to pick up my daughter because of the pain. I also had problems producing milk, breast milk, and I had a lot of body pain and hair loss, which then I was diagnosed for Hashimoto's. One of the major problems I had was I was tired. I needed more naps than my 1.5-year-old. I started saying, you know, let's go to sleep, Crystal. Let's take a nap. Mommy's tired. At that point, I was, what am I going to do when she no longer takes 2 naps? I was really scared. I was falling asleep, sitting up, and I really needed help. I went to the doctors twice, at which point they did some blood tests, and then they gave me a letter in the mail stating that my results were normal and if I had any questions to give them a call. Yeah, what was the problem? Anyway, so I talked to Natalie and she gave me some information on Plexus. I did quite a bit of research myself first, and then I decided to give it a try. The first day, I didn't have any sugar cravings. I never noticed how much sugar I had. I was eating chocolate every day, and I was adding juice to my water just so that water tastes good. And then, of course, I was having a soda a day just to keep up with my daughter because I needed the caffeine. The first day, I had no desire for any sugar, but the biggest surprise was after 2.5 weeks, no naps. I could keep up with my daughter. I was very excited. And very thrilled. After giving birth, I weighed 150 pounds, which was my normal weight before giving birth. This is what I looked like. I was not really heavy, but I weighed 150 pounds. I hit my plateau. Since I was 24, no matter how much I exercised, I couldn't get below this weight. At around 6 weeks, I knew that my body was changing. And I thought I was going to wait the 2 months, and at 6.5 weeks, I decided to go ahead and measure. I lost 5.5 inches, and I lost 6 pounds. And I couldn't believe the results. I was not looking at Plexus to lose weight. I was looking at it to get healthy. I needed to stop taking naps. So at the end of 5 months, I actually lost a total of 20 pounds. This is me this last week, me and my husband. He's also on Plexus. And I went from a size 10 in my pants size to a size 4. Which was kind of strange because I kept buying a size 8, and then I buy a size 6, and they were still too big. And finally, I bought a size 4 and said, I can't be a size 4. There's just no way. So I haven't been this small since high school. Plexus helped me get healthy, and then I'm surprised with my results in actually losing weight. The other thing it helped me with was my memory. Since high school, I would be able to remember people's names in high school, but at around the age of 30, I couldn't remember people. And it added to my social anxiety. I would ask them their name, and then 5 minutes later, I would say, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot your name again. What was it? It made it really hard and very depressing to not be able to remember people. So I stopped asking. I stopped wanting to know because I would forget, and I felt embarrassed. What I really had a problem with was that I now had a daughter, and I was using pictures and videos to keep remembering her because I couldn't remember yesterday, and I never really thought much of my memory loss until I had a daughter, and I don't want to forget her. So it was really hard for me. But now I can remember last week. I'm coming out of the brain fog. I don't have to concentrate as hard. I feel like I can do much without feeling fuzzy in the head. I don't walk around saying, what was I going to do? What was I going to do? I can't remember. It wasn't important anymore. And the big thing is that I'm not taking pictures as much, only because I remembered what she did yesterday. I remember what we did last week. And it's really unbelievable for me. The thing that I don't like to talk about, and many people don't talk about, is bowel movements. I had constipation my whole life, and I didn't see it as being a problem. I've gone, well, since I was a teenager. Since then, I've gone to urgent care at least 3 times for bleeding problems, where I was bleeding very heavily. And I had hemorrhoids, and I've actually ruined my pelvic floor, and I was really worried about giving birth. No one recommended a specialist. They just always tell you, eat more vegetables, eat more vegetables. And the Metamucil and this, none of it worked. I was still just constipated. After giving birth, I had a lot of abdominal pain, and from the endometriosis and the PCOS. They gave me painkillers, and they told me after I was done breastfeeding that I would have to have surgery, a full hysterectomy. And doing a full hysterectomy would force me into menopause early, or I could do hormone therapy. It was really scary for me. I didn't want to have to do either. I don't want to have surgery. I'm a bleeder, and I have a tendency to hemorrhage, so I don't want to have to do any surgery. I don't have to. But since I started doing Plexus, the BioCleanse helps you do bowel movements, and I have one at least once a day now. My swelling, I know you saw a picture of me earlier. My swelling in my ab is gone. The swelling in my body, my entire body is down. My rings are slippery. I can't wear them anymore. The weight loss, my ankles are less swelling. I mean, I didn't know how much swelling I had until it was gone. But the best thing is that I'm not going to have surgery. I'm not in pain. I don't have to have it anymore. The other thing I had was irregular menstrual cycles since high school. At the age of 16, it was 2 years of having irregular menstrual cycles for 6 months apart. They would come. They decided to put me on birth control. Well, I took birth control until I wanted to get pregnant. And then I had Crystal. And once my cycle did come back, when I was on the Plexus, I have a cycle every month, almost to the day. I feel like Plexus has helped me with my gut problems, and you know, with surgery, it wouldn't have fixed the gut problems I have. I would probably still have the issues I had. But now with my gut, it feels great. I don't have the swelling, the burning. I had acid reflux before. I don't have any of those problems I had. And finally, the social anxiety. I'm happy to say that it's controlled without medication. I'm no longer in pain, which made me miserable. But I also have the energy to see my friends again, to make contacts with those that I haven't in quite a long time. It doesn't seem like much of an effort to get up in the morning and say, oh, I want to go see my friends today, or make that phone call. Yes, I do have anxiety, but it's not controlled with medicine anymore. And Plexus has changed my life in so many ways, and I know that my friends are going to get the same results, and I love sharing that with them. I'm really excited. Thank you for watching my video. I'm so excited for you to get started. Let me know if you have any questions about getting healthy. And I thank you very much for watching.